Welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Pete Quinnell, and on Wednesdays, we cover for Luke because he's busy. Also, I've got some fresh new paper here today. I wonder how long it's going to be before people start writing all over it. Like, I don't know, people who write stuff like Pete Smeals or book me on Cameo. No, Luke. Book me on Cameo. Now, in the last week or two, the headlines have been dominated by AEW news in the lead up to All In. Specifically, not the most positive of news either, with an arrest and backstage politics aplenty. Meanwhile, WWE has been skating on by with talk around creative plans, who's getting pushes, wrestling news. But as it turns out, things may not be all peachy in WWE either. With the Endeavor deal reaching its reported conclusion in September, it had been previously reported that layoffs were expected from WWE, specifically in its corporate sector amongst their employees. And this, shockingly enough, seems to have had an effect on morale among those employees. Shocking. PW Insider Elite is reporting that there is a sense of doom and gloom among the WWE employees, with the anticipation of cuts coming. So, great job, WWE. You made a bunch of money and probably made it so Vince can be in charge again come September. That's deserving of a low-effort thumbs up. Now, let's talk about All In, taking place this Sunday in Wembley Stadium, the biggest wrestling event in history and a stacked old card for the show too. Except that card might be undergoing some big changes in the near future. After already being hit with a multitude of setbacks on the way to All In, primarily through injury to its top stars like Bryan Danielson, Jamie Hayter, and Pac, it seems there may be some other circumstances forcing this card to change even more. Tony Khan held his All In media call last night, and on it he revealed that 1, there would be matches added to the card before long, and 2, changes would be coming to the card due to real-life situations outside the world of pro wrestling. Now, while your mind might jump to Cash Wheeler, that may not be what TK is talking about, as Fightful Select has more. One of the names reportedly unable to make it to London is Rey Fenix, who was scheduled to wrestle in the Stadium Stampede match against Blackpool Combat Club and their mystery partners. This is reportedly indicated to be related to a visa issue rather than an injury. The Wrestling Observer expanded on this, saying that Fenix is currently in the process of trying to establish residency in the United States and hasn't left the country because of that, which is also reportedly why he didn't work AAA's Triple Mania. Fightful Select does note that there are plans in place to explain Fenix's absence, which I assume we'll hear about on Dynamite tonight. What this means though for the Stadium Stampede match, who knows? If the number of participants is going to be altered, the match itself will be altered, or if Fenix will be replaced as well. It all remains to be seen. But considering TK mentioned that there were other changes coming, perhaps we haven't heard the last of changes to that match either. But one match that was in question was FTR versus the Young Bucks after Cash Wheeler's arrest for aggravated assault. Fans had thought that perhaps with legal processes and things ongoing, that Cash may not be able to leave the country and head over to London, but it seems the match is still set to go ahead right now. This comes from Sports Illustrated, who confirmed that as of now, the match is still on for Wembley. Tony Khan was asked about Cash and the status of the match on the media call last night as well, to which TK said that he couldn't comment on it as he didn't know the specifics of the situation, and called it inconclusive, as unlike prior times when controversy like this has occurred, they don't have all the facts, so can't make swift action as they have done previously. There's a face-to-face interview scheduled for FTR and the Bucks promoted for Dynamite tonight, so perhaps we'll get a clearer picture of what All In will look like coming out of that. On the subject of All In, while you could argue that the most exciting thing is the prospect of an amazing wrestling show in front of over 80,000 fans, I think we can all agree what's truly thrilling is the prospect of guessing who's going to win those matches. Thankfully, we have the answers to all your hopes and dreams, and it's called WrestleLeague. WrestleLeague is our unique, totally free-to-enter predictions competition where you can win huge prizes. The winner of each season wins $250 of Amazon vouchers. Second and third place will receive $100 and $50 of Amazon vouchers respectively. You'll also be competing against everyone in the WrestleTalk office, so it's your time to show everyone at WrestleTalk that actually you're better than us in every way. The new season starts with AEW All in London and runs through to WWE Survivor Series, so it's the best time to sign up. Sign up using the link in the description below and make sure you click the email subscribe button to ensure you don't miss a show. Or maybe the best thing to be at Wembley will be the fact that Fozzy are playing Judas. If you like that sort of thing. Jericho confirmed that Fozzy are going to be playing Judas at Wembley, one would assume for his entrance for his match against Will Ospreay. And I'm not really a huge fan, but I'll probably be singing along anyway, won't I? Fozzy are playing to a damn near sold-out Wembley. That's a sentence, isn't it? But while some other names that I've already mentioned may be missing out on the Wembley show, there could be a return lined up for it, or maybe after it. But at some point, the Wrestling Observer reported that prior to understanding the severity of her back problem, AEW had planned for Thunder Rosa to challenge for the AEW Women's World title that she had never lost, much like CM Punk did with Jon Moxley following his injury after Double or Nothing last year. Despite officially relinquishing her belt and Toni Storm becoming the official AEW Women's World Champion instead of interim, the plan for Rosa is reportedly most likely the same, to return and challenge for the belt. And that return may be happening very soon indeed, as Thunder Rosa put up a vlog on August 10th, which included a conversation with AEW's resident doctor, Dr. Michael Sampson. They revealed that Rosa would be working an untelevised match at the Collision tapings in Greensboro, and provided that she felt okay, she should be cleared by the end of the month. Well, Sunday is, I believe, right near the end of the month, so there's every chance she could show up after the Fatal 4-Way and stare down whoever walks out the champion. Meanwhile, it had been previously reported that Kairi Sane may be on her way back to WWE after she finishes up her current dates with Stardom, and now there's a little insight into why that might be from Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Kairi reportedly wanted to work more dates with Stardom. However, Bushiroad, the owners of Stardom, wanted to sign her to an exclusive deal, which naturally would mean that Kairi would want more money to be exclusive. Kairi then reportedly opened up the idea of returning to WWE while still maintaining a close relationship with Rossi Ogawa, the executive producer of Stardom. With the successes of Asuka and Io Sky recently in WWE, Kairi was reportedly more confident that she would be used better under the current creative direction than before, with Triple H in charge. Considering that Kairi won the NXT Championship while Triple H was in charge, that makes sense. While she'll reportedly be finishing up her dates with Stardom up to September, September is also the month where the Endeavor deal is reportedly finishing up, which means Vince may well be back in control by then, so what-oh is all I'll say to that. And now it's time for my NXT 1 Minute 1 Take, where I will attempt to recount everything that happened on last night's episode of NXT Heatwave in 1 minute and in one take. Let me get my timer ready, because I don't have a person in the room now. And the time code on the thingy that I've got, the little monitor where I can see myself, that's me up there. Yeah, that's not working. So I'm just gonna have to get a timer on my phone. Start the timer. Ilya Dragunov beat Trick Williams in the opener in a hard-hitting bout because it's Ilya Dragunov and he doesn't know any other way. Nathan Fraser gets Tyler Bate to be a second for his Heritage Cup match tonight, and Mustafa Ali made a sex joke about Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. Ivan El beat Ava pretty quickly, which was Ava's in-ring debut, and after the match, Ava's rescued by the masked members of the Schism, which are later revealed to be, shock, the Creed brothers. Never saw it coming. Noam Dar won back the Heritage Cup against Nathan Fraser, winning 2-1 in a 6-round match. I don't understand Heritage Cup rules. Also, Dabba-Kato was there. An 8-man tournament was set up for number 1 contendership later in the show. Tiffany Stratton did a promo, was interrupted by Gigi Doling, Kiana James, Blair Davenport, and Roxanne Perez. They all brawled. Dragon Lee and Lyra Valkyria beat Dom Dom and Ripley, with Lee pinning Dom Dom, which should set up a North American title shot soon. Also, Raquel Rodriguez was there. Thea Hale and JC Jane might be forming a team. Von Wagner versus Baron Corbin never got started as Bron Breakker attacked Wagner, and in the main event, Carmelo Hayes defended his NXT title against Wesley in a great match, unsurprisingly, featuring a wild springboard reverse DDT through the announce table. Boom! Did it! I slammed my phone really hard on the table. I probably shouldn't have done that. Whoops. That's it from me today. Make sure to sign up to Wrestle League using the link in the description, and check out this other video on Parts Unknown, where Tempest lists the 10 best WWE homegrown stars ever. Here's a clip.
Themselves before WWE would swoop in and lure them away with big bags with dollar signs on them as the young wrestlers left their bobo in the snow. Doesn't matter if it was Hulk Hogan coming up in the AWA or AJ Styles.